Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earle, and welcome back to another edition of Talking Baseball with the Earle Brothers. Another minor league call-up. This one's a fun one, and I've been waiting for a little bit. We finally get our first pitcher to break down, which is fun. Our first three were Caglione, with Kyle Teal, and Roman Anthony, which are all fun prospects in themselves. But when I came up with this series, I wanted to break down pitching. That was really um, the prospects I wanted to really focus on because I feel like it's easier to kind of grade pitching through the minor leagues than it is hitting. But we got our first one here, Jacob Misiorowski from the Milwaukee Brewers system, now with the Milwaukee Brewers. Starting pitcher, right-handed starting pitcher, 6'7", 197. Born April 3rd, 2002. So he's 23 years old. He was drafted back in 2022 in the second round out of the amateur draft from Crowder College, which for people who have never heard of Crowder College, I don't blame you. It's JUCO, junior college. And they kind of signed him away from potentially going to a bigger college because they gave him a nice $2.35 million signing bonus. Somebody where I believe in that draft, they kind of underslotted in round one, and they went bigger on Misiorowski in round two, which makes sense. Sometimes you can draft players like this a little bit lower in the draft and give them a little bit more money to draw them away from a higher college. And that's exactly what the Brewers did. After that, he in the minor leagues, he immediately went to the Carolina Mudcats, where he started in 2022. Only had two appearances that season, 1 2/3 innings pitched. Not going to really count too much from that. His first true minor league season was in 2023. He started with low A Carolina, the Mudcats. Had a 3.04 ERA in just 9 starts, 26 2/3 innings pitched. He had 46 strikeouts to 12 walks. He went up to, then he got called up to the Timber Rattlers, Wisconsin, the high A for the Brewers. Appeared in 6 games through 23 2/3. Walked 14, struck out 28. So he's a 2-to-1 strikeout ratio there. A 1.9 ERA. He was really good with high A. Then he got called up to Biloxi, the Shuckers of Double-A in the Southern League. He appeared in 5 games there. Through 21 innings pitched, struck out 36, walked 16 with a 5.57 ERA. So he kind of struggled there a little bit when he first got up to Double-A. He started 2024 in Double-A as well. He threw 79 2/3 innings pitched there to a 3.5 ERA in 19 appearances. 50 walks, though, 105 strikeouts, but 50 walks. We're going to talk about his control when we get into where does he fit in, what to expect type of segment at the end there. But then after that, he went up to Triple-A Nashville at the end of 2024. Only threw 17 2/3 there in 2024 to a 2.55 ERA. He struck out 22, walked 10. So once again, that 2-to-1 walk ratio, you want that a little higher when you're looking at pitchers with his type of stuff. And then in 2025, so far this year, with the Nashville Sound in the Independent League, Triple-A, he's thrown 63 1/3 innings pitched to a 2.13 ERA, 80 strikeouts, 31 walks. And he's been better. And that's what ultimately earned him the call-up. To start this year, he was the 68th overall prospect on MLB.com, which I don't think that they've updated their prospect list in a while because I feel like he was up higher on a few other ones I read with Just Baseball and Baseball America, things along those lines. I believe he's higher up. Let's talk about what to expect and where does he fit in. Well, he has one of the more interesting scouting reports that I've seen in a while because he has an 80 grade fastball that sits 97 99 but touches 103. He has a 70 grade curveball, which is about mid 80s, which is a 70 grade pitch, which is sick. His slider is in the low 90s. It's a 60 grade pitch. He has 3 really good pitches, 1 elite pitch, 1 really good pitch, and another good pitch with that slider there. His overall as a prospect, though, he's a 55 grade. Why? He's a 40 control. And this is the big thing to watch when we're going to talk about Jacob Misiorowski's future with the Brewers. And It is, what does his control look like in the major leagues? Because if you're walking 50 per 79 and 2/3 like he did last year in Double-A or things along those lines, if you're walking as many guys as you are, I can see him as somebody with reliever risk. And if he struggles with control, you can just try to isolate him down to an inning or so and go and say, be nasty, throw 100 plus out of the sit 100 plus out of the bullpen. And there you go, Milwaukee. You just spawned either potentially your setup guy to either McGill or potentially Craig Yoho when he gets up, or you just found your closer of the future, Jacob Misiorowski, until you trade him away like you did with Hader and like you did with Williams, and you'll probably do with McGill soon. So Misiorowski, I think, could be. They are going. Where does he start? He's starting tomorrow for the Milwaukee Brewers, and he's going to be a starter at first. And they're gonna see how good he looks as a starter, and if he struggles with control, they're gonna short him down most likely, and they're gonna throw him in the bullpen. And I can absolutely see Misiorowski as somebody, if the Brewers make the playoffs, someone coming out of the bullpen in high leverage situations. So where does he fit in? I think he could be a starter long term. I think he's starting to get his. I think he can get his control a little bit better and be able to sustain having a starting role, especially with those 3+ pitches. Like, he has the arsenal to be a starting pitcher. He just needs the control to be a starting pitcher. That's the ultimate question mark for me here watching him. But I can absolutely see him as a high leverage reliever if it does not work out as a starter. But that's my breakdown here for Jacob Misiorowski. He's going to be filthy. He's thrown fastballs, tops out 103 with a really nasty curveball and a really nice slider or sinker, my bad. Slider, my bad. So that's something to keep an eye on. But yeah, that's Jacob Misiorowski for you guys. If you guys are enjoying this series talking about top prospects, pitching prospects getting called up to the major leagues, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys as always for watching.